Today we are going to start to the other properties of Python. It's equals to the what? The enumerate. Have you heard of the anything about the enumerate? Yes, this week also contains the yes. I will share some notes about the Python exam in the next week. Okay, in this week, and so you can easily study the Python exam. Okay, I will share on the classroom. Okay, so enumerate. This is the producing sequential iterable object when we feed the iterable index variable. Okay, and so this is also a built-in function. Okay, so how we can use this property in the Python programming language? X1 A is equalized with what? The 10, 20, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, this is a simple list, but E can be created with the enumerate keywords in here. Okay, and so enumerate is a class which is defined in the standard Python libraries. Okay, and so we can turn this A into the what? Into the indexable objects. Okay, and so the print E and type E can be given just like this one. And so if I run this code, and then we will have the class enumerate seen in here. See, enumerate object at the address of this one, and so class enumerate gives us to the what? To this property. Okay, but how we can convert to these terms in here? If we convert the enumerate by using the list constructor, and so if I rerun this code, just see that now this enumerate can be given by with the what? With the 5 tuple values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the values of these terms 10, 20, 13, 14 and 15 are given. Okay, now if we use the enumerate keywords or class values in here, and then this A can be indexed, or we can give the index value for each element just like this one. See, we have a 5 tuple right now. Okay, this is how we can utilize the enumerate keyword, especially for the for loops or the while loops. We can search any data with the specific index values by using the enumerate. Okay, any question? If there is no question, and so we can give to what? To D and Ali 10, Veli 20 and Selami 13 and Ayşe 40 and Fatma is to what? The 50. Okay, and so print, we can print the D values in here just like this one, and so the D can be seen just like this one. This is the dictionary values. But if I choose to what? To enumerate or converting to enumerate values based on these terms, just see that if I run this code, and then the enumerate object is seen at these address values of these terms. But if we add to what? Convert the list values, and so we can copy all of these things in here just like this one, and so we have the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is assigned with what? With the key values of the what? Of this list. Okay, and so in this case we have index, but we have key as a second element of the what? The value of the dictionary keys. Do you understand the difference between the what, the utilization of the enumerate and the dictionary value? In the first place, we have the key values in here, just like this one. But if we convert the enumerate this one, and after that, if we convert again the list values in here, and show this key 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, does not change. This is added to the system. But Ali, Veli, Selami, Ayşe, and Fatma are the keys of the dictionary, and so this is assigned to what? The second tuple element in here. Okay? Any question? If there's no question, and so we can continue with what the simple list objects. 12, 34, 2, 78, 4, 30, minus 9, and 44, and 88, and 41. Okay? And so, how we can use the enumerate in the what? In the for loop. For example, if we have these properties, we can use the index and the val values in here in the enumerate keyword, just like this one. And so, in this case, this enumerate returns to the what? The index value of this term. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, blah, blah. And the val is the contained what? The second element, which is converted into what? A tuple one. And so, we can easily prove that the index and the val can be given just like this one. And so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 and 12, 14, 34, 2, 78, and blah, blah, 41 is given in here. See, this makes us to the what? To helping to create the for loops with the specific index. But this class converts the everything or the every object into the what? The index and the values of the these terms. Okay? Do you understand how we can utilize the this enumerate in the Python for efficient programming? See? So, in the fourth example, we can continue with what? With the 10, 13, 8, 22, 64, and 73. Okay? And for index and while in enumerate A, and if while percentage 2 is equals to the 1, and so A index is equalized with the what? With the plus 1, which means that if we use these properties, okay, print A, and so the while is, or the remaining part is the 1, which means that this is the even number, okay, odd number, I'm sorry. And so we will create what? In this, or the index values of these terms with the 1. And so if I run this code and then just see that every 13 and 73 is converted into what? In the double number, right? Or even number in English. In Turkish is the çift, okay? We can turn to the what? To the tek, odd numbers, into the what? Into the even, çift numbers, right? See, this is how we can assign to what? The index value based on the what? This syntax here. So, x5 finding maximum value of a list with an index, okay? And so, how we can use this one, finding maximum values, 12, 14, or this is the same with this one, okay? And this is the 20 value, and so we can assign the max index in here, 0. And for I in range of 1 len A, okay? And so if a max index is smaller than the a1, and so max index can be assigned with the I, because we can search the every element in the range in here, just like this one. Okay, and after that we can print the what the biggest number index can be given with the what, with this one, format max index value. Okay, and so the biggest number index is equals to the what, is equals to the 8, which means that 88 in here. But if I choose the what, the adding the 0 in here, and so it returns to the what, biggest number index in the 1. Okay, so or we can assign to the new values in here, just again enumerate a value. Okay, and so the max can be used with what the next next is a special function in here, return to the what, the next item from the iterator. Enumerator is a simple iterable object, which means that we can search the every point on to the what on this syntax. Okay, and so if we have this property for t in e, okay, just see that. And so if t1 is greater than max 1, okay, this is the first assignment of the e, and so max can be equalized with the t, and also the print the biggest number index is equals to the what, is equals to this one, format max 0 value. Okay, see, biggest number index can be assigned by using these terms, and so the enumerate creates the what, the iterable object, and so the next is assigned to the what, to the max, and then t1 at each case t is changed in the enumeration, but the first elements must be compared with the another one, and so this max is to what, is assigned to this one, and so the type of the max contains to what, the index and the value. But if you reach the 0 value, and so this is the first tuple element, which means that it is our index value. Okay, any question? If there's no question, and so week 72.py can be built with this one. Okay, in this case we will talk about the scope properties of the Python. Okay, scope properties of Python. What is the scope? Can anyone say that? What is the scope? No. Scope is some specific area in the Python to what? To define the some variables or the functions. Okay, for example, x is equals to the 10 def foo, and so this def foo can be built with what, to print x, and def bar can be built with what, to print x, and so foo can be called. What is the output of this code right now? Just say it. Then, thank you. See? 10. Okay, and so if I update the x value is 20, and also if I call the bar, what is the values of the x or the output of this code right now? This is not the 10 because the x is assigned with the what, with the this ones, okay? And also we can print the what to x and just like this one, and so we have to what, the foo returns to the 10 because the 10 is assigned in here, and so x equals 20 is equals to the what in here, and so bar calls to the what, to print x, but this x is given in here, and after that the print x can be given just like this one, okay? So this is our first example. If we updated the x just like this one, and so we can build this parameter, and after that we can write another properties in here. X equals 10 and def foo y is equals to the 20, and so the print y, okay? And so if we call the print x value in here just like this one, and so x is seen as to what, to the 10, okay? This is our case. But what happened if I call the print y value in here? What happened? Not defined. Why, Mustafa? Why, Mustafa? Yes, Yara. Thank you. Yes, Mustafa. It's defined in the what? In the function scope. Okay? This is the function scope, and so this is the global scope, right? And so this global scope contains the x, and so x can be seen in the what, in the foo function, but y cannot be seen from the what, from the globe scope, okay? And so if I run this code, and then y is not defined in here, but again if we call to the what, to this one, def or foo, what's the scope of the foo here? Yes, global, because it's global because it's defined in the global properties in here, okay? And so these are the example because the print y is the syntax error, okay? So we can extend our example sessions in here, okay? First of all, the def foo x is equals to the 10, print x can be called just like this one, and def bar can be defined in here, and so x to any values and print x, okay? So we can call the foo and we can call the bar, and if we run this code, and then we will have the 10 in the first place but the second in the second place, right? But if I choose the what, to remove to x equals 20 term just like this one, and so if I run this code, and then the name x is not defined, is seen on the terminal page. But why? This foo is a function scope, okay? Which means that if this is a function scope, and then this is defined in the what, in this case, not the other one, not the global one, and so if we call the foo, and so again this foo is run, and then this foo terminated from the compiler or the interpreter, and so this x cannot be seen in here at this case. This is also syntax error, okay? Do you understand that? So what happened if I choose the 100 def foo, okay, and show the x 200 and show the print x, okay? So what if I call the foo function in here? Just say it. Why, Mustafa? In this case, the second x is override. Yes, its scope has priority. Yes, thank you, Mustafa. This x overwrites to the what? To this one. Okay? And so, if I run this code, if I run this code, and then we will have the 200 here. Okay? But what happens if I print the x values in here? So, this x is equals to what? 100 here. Right? Because this x is the global x. But this x is the local x or the function x. Okay? So x5 and then x100 can be written again, and therefore the print x, and after that the foo can be called in here, just like this one. This is called the what? The 100 in here. Okay? So if I push to what? The x 200, and after that print x can be called in here. And so what happens if I run this code? If I run this code, just see that the local variable x referenced before assignment. See, this print x gives us an error right now, because if we define the x20 in here, the interpreter first defines the variables in the Python. So this foo function is created, and so after that the variables are created by the interpreter. Okay? And so if we define these terms, this gives us an error. Okay? Not calling to what? The first x value, because the reference before assignment is seen on this page. Just remember that this is an error. So how about this one? X is equals to 10. Okay, and therefore the global x can be defined in here, and so x to any value and print x, and so we can print the x value in here, just like this one. It's 10, right? This is normal. But what happens if I call the foo function in here? What happened? What is the output of this code? We have two prints in here. Yara. Yes. So if we run this code, the print x is assigned to 10, but the other one is 20, because the global x is a special keyword. Global x is updated in here, just like this one. Okay? But what happens if I run this code again, just like this one? What is the output of this code? Yes, because the global x right now is updated, because the foo is called at the first place before the what? For the print. Okay? Any question? So if there's no question, and then we will continue. No, this global x means that this x can be considered as this one. Okay? Baran? Okay. Seven. Yes, but in this place we have only one x because we assign the global x in the what? In the foo function. Okay? This is not a new variable. This x20 is not a new variable in here. Okay? So, in the seventh example, we can define the x10 and def foo print x and global x is defined, and so x20. What happens if I call this foo function? No, this is an error because the x is used prior to global declaration here. So if we have this value, and so global declaration error is happen here. This x can be used in the what? In the foo function, but in order to define or arrange this condition, this global x must be utilized in the what? In the beginning of the foo function. Otherwise, we have an error here. Okay? If we use the x and after that we cannot use the global x body here. And so the compiler gives a semantic error in here, and also it resulting with the what? With the syntax error. Okay? This is a global declaration error. So this is the x8 and def foo can be given with the what? For example, x1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay? For I in x and print I can be called in here. And so foo can be called just like this one. See, 1 to 5 is written on the what? On the terminal. But what happens if I call the print I just like this one? What happened? No, it's not an error because the 5 is the last index is defined in here. But this is the current last value of I is assigned in here. But Yara not in C or C++, CPP cannot permit this feature. Okay? But in the Python we can use it just like this one. This I is created, and so this foo can use this body, right? Do you understand that, Yara? Okay. And so just answer me, what if I run this code? Yes, because the I is defined only in the foo function. This is an also error. Okay? So in the x9 we will continue with the def foo function I is equal 0, and while I smaller than 10, and so x equals 10, I plus equal 1. Okay? And so what happens if I call the foo function? Error. Yes. No. This is not an error. Because we have the I value in here, and so foo is calling. But just remember the previous example. What happened if I run this code? What happened? This is the outside of the while. Yes, but the number is 10, and so see, this is current or legal in Python, but not in C or C++ language, guys. Okay, this is the exact representation of the what, the x8, example 8. Okay, this is the example 9. Okay, this is tricky, but you can easily get used to it. Okay, so in this case we need to talk about the conditional scope. So def foo x, and so if x is greater than 0, and then y is equals to the 10, and so the print y. Yes, but not outside of the what, the function loop. Okay, this I is defined in here, this x is defined in here. Yes, you can use this x in this foo function block. Okay, but the outside you cannot use it. Do you get it, Yara? Okay, so what happened if I call this body with the 10? What happened? Yes, it's 10. But what happened if I call this function with what, minus 10? Yes, it must be an error. But why? Why produce this program produce the error? Just say it. No, it's not related whether in the scope or not. Not defined. Yes, thank you, Yara. It is not defined because this if loop creates the y value, not the other one. And so if this condition cannot be satisfied, and so y cannot be created in here. Okay? See? This is also the tricky condition. It's most absurd condition, but you need to see it. You need to learn it, I think. This is how we can handle the scopes. In the what? In the Python programming language. You can analyze any scope by using these terms. Okay? These 10 examples are the great example to learn about how we can handle the scope properties in the Python. Okay? So, we can continue with the what? With this one. 11. And so, we can introduce the map function in here. Map function takes function and iterable object. Then each object is passed into this function and returns the new iterable object. Okay, and so how we can learn this property? We need to define the a 1 2 3 4 5. This is just like the enumerator. Okay, but this is the map. And so we can define the foo function in here with the n. Okay, and so we can return the n times n. So b can be created by using the map function with the foo function name and a. If I run this code and then there's no error, but we can print the b. See, b is a map object in here. Okay, but just like this one, c foo a can be given in here. If we give this property, and then this gives us to what? To error. we can't multiply the sequence by non-int of type of the list because it's an error, because it is iterable object. Okay? So, how we can write this function? This is an error, but we can print the b and the list b. See? Right now, the list of the b is seen as to what? The 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. But why? Because the map takes the what? The function parameters, and a is the what? Our list value in here. And so this a feeded to the what? To this foo function. But we cannot directly feed the a into the what? Into the foo, because it's an iterable object. But if we take the foo map, if we are using the map with the foo function and a, we can create the what? The result of the foo on the what? On the a list. This is why important to use the map body. We can specialize to the what? To our algorithms. Just like this one. Did you understand that? Okay. So, can use the what? X11. Import math can be used in here. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so the B is the list of the map of the what? The math SQRT value. NA. Okay. So we can give the what? The math SQRT function. Does the map function do exactly? Just see that. If we have the what? The A body. And so we need to apply the whole elements to the squared or the SQRT value, square root. See? And so this map takes the what? The function in here. It is called in the lambda parameter in the C++, but this takes this function and its property with the A value, and so we can easily generate what? The square root of this one. B. See? This is the square root of this term. For example, the 4 is equals to what? In the square root form is equals to the 2. Yara. Do you get it? Right now? Okay. The other example is another important properties of these terms. The names can be assigned with the what? Ali, Veli, and Selami, and Ayşe, and Fatma. Okay. So the print map. I'm sorry. Is Fatma map. We can give the len function and the names. Okay. And so if I run this code, and then we can write this map just like this one. But for example, if I choose the what? These terms A, and so this map can be used with what? The max value, map value, and so we can consider the len and the names in here. Okay. And so if I run this code, just see the max name of the length is equals to what? 12, because the Fatma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 11, and 12. See, we can easily consider also use to what? To this property based on this one. Okay. Any question? If there's no question, and then we will take a break, and so at the 2 p.m. we will start. Okay.